Guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title guys, you can see the dusty of the day is none other than the cheating Offset. You guys already know this male decided that he was gonna go out here. He was gonna wife up a HOE, aka Cardi B, aka the spicy Latina. Also, do I also need to remind you guys that Cardi B, considering that she is indeed one of these non-selected women, Cardi B, just like the vast majority of these preferences, she managed to come into the Black community, leverage her non-Blackness, and unfortunately, because we have low self-esteem Black males such as Offset, and naturally, we also have, unfortunately, a lot of pygmishas that they come out here and they be living vicariously through Black males and the women that they claim to be their preference. But at the end of the day, I think this right here is a prime example of why Black women, whenever you see one of the lowest hanging fruits of society coming out here, momentarily propping up this woman that they claim are so much better, I need y'all to just disregard that, because you guys, I'm pretty sure ever since that this male got involved with his spicy Latina, the hood rat, the illiterate, the racist Cardi B, we already know this relationship was the most toxic stuff. And we already know the only reason why the industry basically came out here, got this illiterate hood rat involved within the Black community, is because they were working overnight trying to take down a successful Black woman, aka the queen of rap, Nicki Minaj. Nonetheless, the dust bucket Offset, we already know he and his spicy Latina, they're no longer together. I'm not really sure if they're divorced at this point, but at the end of the day, ever since they got together, this male has been cheating on her literally every business days, which I think is quite ironic, because we even had the hood rat, the illiterate Cardi B herself coming out here utilizing the N-word, because I'm not really sure why the Black community has given her a pass on that. But this woman literally came out here and said no N-word wanted to be her ex, which I think is quite interesting, because based upon the action of all these males that you have been involved with, seems like none of them don't want to be with you. They clearly want to be your ex. Nonetheless, the dust bucket himself, Offset, decided that he was going to go on Joe Budden podcast and doing what the lowest hanging fruit of society do best, and that's regardless of the group of women that they're with. If they're in a relationship where they're tolerating Black women, or if they're with one of these women that they claim to be their preference, you guys already know at the end of the day, these male are always the common denominator. So as you guys can see here on your screen, it is titled Offset brags about never having left a woman better off after a breakup. And we already know he's gonna include his spicy Latina out there, because you guys already know I don't care about this hood rat. But let's just be honest, guys, the only reason why this male was with her is because she was the breadwinner. Had she not been a stripper that the industry tried to make a rapper, and she was out here getting stuff, in my opinion, that she didn't really deserve, we already know this male wouldn't be with her, because at the end of the day, we already know these male are indeed the biggest gold digger, regardless of them continuously coming out here saying otherwise. Nonetheless, guys, listen to this clip and then we will come back with more.
I ain't never met none that I left went up, so I don't know how to explain. Every situation I ever seen go on, it didn't work out, it's like the unseasoned version, you know what I mean? Like,
so apparently they all think that it's hilarious that this man is admitting that he's never left a woman better off than when he found her. He's never added to a woman's life. And they're yucking it up like we ain't never added to a woman's life either. What a thing to be proud of. Let this Offset situation be a cautionary tale for all of you successful women out there about who you partner yourself with. This is what it can look like when you're in a relationship with a man who is secretly in a competition with you. You could be sleeping next to a man every night and he can kiss you mwah, on your forehead and be your enemy. Because after having been married to this woman and having not one, not two, but 3 kids with this woman, he's still like, I feel like I brought her stock down. This is also what it looks like when you leave a cheater. They're going to act like when you move on, after you guys actually broke up, that you did the greatest violation. Oh, they cheated while they were engaged to you, while they were married to you, while you were their girlfriend. They're going to act like you cheated on them when you move on after a breakup. What he's describing is magical thinking. He wanted her life to go downhill after him, and it hasn't. The man that she's with, people are calling an upgrade. She doesn't have to move her house because she was paying for it. He wants this to be her story, but it's not. He's going to say he's him like he hasn't been rumored to be asking for spousal support. So actually, she's him, isn't she?
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it once again. One of these male proudly, and as you guys just saw, all of those other dust bucket, they were literally clapping because this male is coming out here saying that any woman that he tend to get with, he's gonna drain them emotionally, financially, he's gonna cheat on them because at the end of the day, this is what tend to happen when a woman is with a man that she's more successful than him. This is precisely what's going to happen because he can't necessarily compete with her financially. So what he's going to do, he's going to try to damage her emotionally and oftentimes physically too. This is right here, Black woman. This is exactly why I continuously come out here and tell y'all stop dating down, because at the end of the day, the only one that is going to benefit are the leashes that y'all are going to go out here and get involved with. You guys know Kiki Palmer decided that she was going to date down and she was going to make this dust bucket made her a single baby mama. How did that work out for her? Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey decided that she was going to get involved with a man that it was known that he had liked to put his hand on women. Also, he made Halle Bailey a single baby mama. Also, how did that work out for her? And I mean, we can list so much more of these beautiful, successful Black women. The most recent one is Kai Jackson. We already know her dusty baby daddy is consistently coming out here talking about how he can't believe he got this Disney bee pregnant. Just the audacity. That male has a face that I can assure you guys not even his mother likes, but he had the audacity to be coming out here and talking down on Sky once again, because these young, beautiful, successful Black women, they like to go out here, they like to date down. And at the end of the day, once again, the only person that is going to benefit are the lowest hanging groups of society. I don't know why Black women love to come out here and be pretending as if they're gonna bring up these leash to their level. Black women, do y'all not know that you will never in a million years be able to bring a man up to your level? The only thing that these males are gonna do is that unfortunately, they're gonna bring you down to theirs. Nonetheless, you guys already know I also have to bring a few comments on here for you guys. So as y'all can see, the very first commentator say, I'm okay being single. This one say, Offset wants to believe that Cardi is suffering without him, and yet he is the one asking for spousal support, because at the end of the day, we already know these men are indeed the biggest gold digger. They don't want to go out here and work. They always want to sit around, see what women they can go out here and finesse so that they can take care of their little dusty lifestyle. This one say, but he wants spousal support. Black woman, once again, as you guys can see, regardless of the lowest hanging fruits of society continuously coming out here telling you that these women, they're Becky with the good hair, that these women are fit, they're feminine, they're non-combative, they're willing to stick it out with them when they're down, in and out suffering. We have the dust bucket bitter baby daddy Omar Johnson coming out here saying that these preferences they will get with these male when they're in high school, when they don't really have anything, and the Black woman would overlook them. But then when these same Black women see them 5-10 years later, and now they're successful and they're millionaire and they have one of the non-selected women from their community on their side, the bitter baby daddy Omar Johnson say Black woman be feeling upset, saying, oh, you're a sellout, you don't like Black woman. Omar Johnson encourage you as a Black woman to invest $700 of your hard-earned money monthly in these lowest hanging fruits of society, but he also want you to know that you should not expect a return on your investment, because Omar Johnson say that in the game of love, there's no guarantee. So you as a black woman, you should willy-nilly just come out here, give the lowest hanging fruits of society $700 a month so that they can invest in their little dusty dream. And you better not open out your mouth, one, to expect any loyalty, and two, to expect any return on your investment. Once again, black woman, as you all can see, everything the lowest hanging fruits of society has continuously been coming out here saying about these women, at the end of the day, they themselves are either these preference. They're continuously coming out here and letting us know that it's not what they continue to want us to believe that it is. Nonetheless, the Dust Bucket Offset just made it crystal clear that he's gonna make it his little dusty life mission. Any one of these preference that he get involved with, he's gonna make sure to drain her before she leave that relationship. And I mean, based upon what we saw him putting the illiterate, the hood rat Cardi B through, I think we can say that he is indeed right. Nonetheless, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. What are your thoughts and opinion are, please get in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable, because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked. And now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they helped create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs, and then still let them get the credit for it.